welcome to the Calgary Film Festival.
Nice to be here. Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your role in the film?
I play a sniper, and we go and do reconnaissance work. This film just tried to, in as objective a way, without really preaching the right or the wrong of going to war, just to shed a light on the shared sacrifice.
Can you just tell us about your first trip to Afghanistan and kind of how that affected you and then how that inspired you to make this film?
And I was completely mesmerized by not only the weird, brutal poetry of a very complicated environment like that war zone was, but also just how I felt I had no idea of what it was we were doing. So I thought I should go back, and I went back with the camera team, but we weren't carrying a lighting pack, so at night I would talk to soldiers, and it's out of all of those conversations and stories they told, the Afghans who worked with coalition forces with us, that I met while I was there, that slowly a story started to emerge.
We did this film to honor these men and women that put themselves in harm's way on our behalf. This was an eye-opener for me. Most of the men and women that I met, they joined the military because they were looking for a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, as we all do, and they want lives that matter.
I read that this film, you were trying really not to make it any sort of political statement. You do address it in the film. Should we be here? Why are we here? Do they even want us here?
Because I don't have a political position on whether or not we should be engaged. Really, the only position I have about it is that any military engagement, it seems to me that the citizenry ought to know what it is we're expecting out of our soldiers.
One of the last lines of the film is, you might have the clocks, but we have the time. Can you kind of unpack that a little bit?
It's an old Afghan expression. The original line, I think it goes, I've been Pakistani for 31 years. I've been Muslim for 1,400 years. I've been Pashtun for 5,000. And it's that depth of history, you know. And so for us to assume that we're just going to understand that because we hang out with them a bit seems a little bit odd to me.
I think it might be more complicated than that.